Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about two different things that are going to help you be more productive. And I also want to mention that these are very broad things that will indirectly impact your productivity. And I also want to talk about productivity with a new lens and a different framework. Usually when we think of productivity, we think about work or something that's going to bring in a monetary value. And I want to propose that we think about productivity in a more balanced way. So something that encompasses various areas of our life. So obviously it is going to include how much we produce professionally or in our career or monetarily, but we also want to think about productivity in the other areas of our life, in our spiritual life, in our social life, in our hobbies, and other elements that are not only work, right? So I want to just have a more balanced approach to this idea of productivity. So, for example, I consider resting and taking a day off as something productive when it comes to your spirituality, to your personal well-being, because it is necessary, right? Rest and nurturing ourselves and showing that care and attention to ourselves is necessary in order for us to operate well in other areas of our life. So productivity is just anything that you do that is making you a more balanced human being and allows you to be functional in all areas of your life. And these two productivity tips really encourage us to start at home. And by home, I mean obviously the physical space where you reside, your apartment, or wherever it is that you live, but I also mean your body, like the home to your thoughts, to your heart, to your feelings, to your emotions, to your health. The first thing that I really believe is going to help you just be more productive is to declutter. And this involves a physical declutter and a digital declutter. So we are specifically decluttering our home, our personal devices. And again, this is a whole concept of starting at home. A lot of times we want to fix things in the world, things that are out of our control, and it just seems so impossible to do. And I have found that when I start in my home, when I fix things here, when I incorporate systems in my house, then I can more clearly go out into the world and even propose solutions out there. So in addition to this concept of starting at home, decluttering your home, your space, your personal devices is also going to help you clear your mind and have less stress because you're going to have less things to manage. So I don't know if this resonates with you, but I went through a period of time where my home was always messy. Like I would clean every single day, for sure weekly, and it was always the same thing over and over. And I identified that first, I just had too many things that I didn't need. And I also didn't have organization. I didn't have structure. I didn't know where things really went, which is why they were sort of floating around. Like I would pick up something from the living room and then put it in the dining area. I would then be flustered at the item in the dining area and then put it back in the office. And then the office just started accumulating a bunch of our skeletons, right? Like a bunch of the crap that we didn't need. So this constant managing and stress and clutter was just not it. It was just so annoying. So what I would recommend is that in your home that you go ahead and start small. So for example, pick a small space in your home that you are going to dust, clean, declutter. I recommend that you make different piles of your items. So for example, one pile is just going to be trash, right? Like there's just things that need to be thrown away. Another pile is going to be for things that maybe you can give away or gift to your friends or donate. And then of course, the final pile is just things that you're going to keep, things that you don't need to get rid of. Personally, I recommend that you go ahead and tackle this in one weekend because I have found that when I did it over time, I just sort of left it there. So then I just had these piles that, what am I going to do with them? Like they were just accumulating and then the lines got blurry and then I had to start over again. So I recommend that you just allocate a weekend, a day to take care of one space in your home because you just want to knock it out. Something else that helped me is that I created a schedule for when I was going to tackle decluttering in different spaces of my home. So for example, maybe the first weekend, your kickoff weekend could be your living room. The second weekend could be your dining area. The third weekend could be your bedroom. The fourth weekend could be your restrooms or the under the sink area of your restroom or your kitchen, etc. So it doesn't have to be every weekend. You can obviously create any schedule that makes sense for you. But if you kind of like create that and pencil it in, then it kind of serves as accountability and you plan it ahead of time so that you're more likely to take care of it. I actually did this before the new year started. I went ahead and tackled a room in my home at a time, and I did make a video series about it. So I'm going to go ahead and link those videos down below in case you just want to watch them before you start decluttering, or you watch them as you're decluttering. So, I'll be keeping you company, but yeah, I'll go ahead and link those down below. So when you declutter, just remember that you want to be intentional with what you have in your house and really go through this mind process of determining what things you absolutely need versus what things maybe you haven't used in a long time, maybe you're not going to use, and maybe it's time to let them go. By decluttering your home, like your physical home, you are going to be getting rid of, as I mentioned, things that don't serve you anymore. And this is a mental therapeutic process as well. It's not just the act of getting rid of stuff, because a lot of times we are emotionally attached to things, or maybe we just have a hard time letting go, right? And that process for me was helpful because I understood that it's necessary to let go of things that are causing us stress or that no longer serve us in order to make space for new things, or just to only keep what's necessary, just to maintain what we absolutely need. So maybe you're thinking, okay, how the heck is this going to make me more productive? Like, I get it, I cleaned, like, now what? What am I going to get out of that? Well, in addition to everything that I just mentioned, you will also just be minimizing your stress as well as the energy input required to manage, to upkeep, to keep your home clean. And rather than using that energy to maintain the home, right, to declutter constantly, you can use that energy to take care of other tasks that you maybe haven't even had the energy to go after because of all the energy and mental stress that was created by a cluttered home. And as you create systems for your home, so maybe organization systems, maybe creating spaces for different items in your home, that is a transferable skill. That organization process you can utilize in other ways for your work, for the way you get other things done in your life that isn't necessarily decluttering. So that's in terms of like a physical decluttering of your home. Now let's talk about the digital decluttering. So if you're like me, then your phone just has no storage ever. Like, I have so many old pictures, documents, videos that don't need to be on my phone anymore, but I'm just too lazy to get rid of them or delete them. So you want to go ahead and have a digital decluttering session. So like you did for your home, that you created like a schedule for your cleaning series, you can go ahead and do that for your phone. Like, maybe this day I'm going to delete all pictures and videos. This other day I'm going to back up what I need, but I don't want it on my phone. Maybe I want it on my laptop or on a drive or on an external hard drive. Whatever it is, you want to go ahead and schedule out specific days, because again, it's annoying to have to schedule these things, but at the same time, when it is on your calendar, written down, you are more likely to get it done. In addition to your photos and your videos and any other documents that you need to back up onto an external drive or whatever it may be, you also want to go ahead and delete any apps that maybe are too distracting or that you need to get rid of. Maybe it's Amazon. Maybe you order too much on Amazon, and if you order from your desktop, going that extra mile maybe makes you less likely to have impulse purchases rather than having the app on your phone. Maybe you can hide the app. Like, for example, if you spend too much on TikTok or Instagram or any other form of social media, maybe hiding the app from your home screen can decrease the chances of you going on there and being distracted rather than working on other things that you have to get done. You want to go ahead and organize your home screen in a way that makes you less prone to distraction and maybe more prone to organization. So perhaps you can put your notes section in your your home screen so that you can jot down any thoughts that you have. You can also, maybe if you have Audible, for example, or any other app for podcasts, you can go ahead and put those on your home screen so that you're more likely to, when you're bored and you want something to do, then go watch a video, go listen to a podcast, go listen to a book, or something that's going to work your brain in more positive ways. So now I want to move on to the second thing that is going to indirectly make you more productive. So first we had decluttering. Now we have creating a workout plan. So we talked about taking care of the home, right? Taking care of cleaning up your space, cleaning up your personal devices. Now we want to work on this home that is our body, because it's not just our body, it's also our mind. And that's exactly what working out does, right? Working out is not just seeing progress in your body, but you are required to push through mental burdens, through limiting beliefs, through our demons even, right? Like, you work through all of those things when you're working out. It's a mental thing as much as it is a physical thing. And from my experience, the more that I work out, the more of a mindset shift that I have, the more I realize I can make a change. I do have control over how I look, how I feel. I can implement small baby steps every single day and trust that if I am consistent, I will see results. And that's a powerful thought. That is a powerful belief. In addition to that, working out and staying consistent, you're building that discipline, and you better believe that this discipline will leak into other areas of your life, therefore making you more productive in other areas of your life. I can give an example of how it affected me in terms of diet in a positive way. So obviously we all know that diet is important. And by diet, I mean eating a balanced meal that works for you, your body type, your way of being, everything. I am not the best at eating healthy. I am definitely a snacker. I love chips. Hot Cheetos are just... I ate too many of those, you know? And point being that I, for the life of me, could never be consistent or disciplined with my diet. It was always something that I was falling off of. And I realized that once I started becoming more consistent with the gym, then having a healthy, balanced diet just followed. And this is because I didn't want to lose the progress that I had just worked so hard for. And your body just feels it. There were times where I went just really hard at the gym and I pushed myself, and then I would come home and eat like way too many chips. And then I just felt sluggish, and like, you can feel it when you go work out the next time and you have not been eating really good. You know how crappy you're going to feel at the gym. You can't maybe hit the same weight that you did the last week. You can't run a mile as fast as you just did last week. And your body's just gonna show you indications of it not feeling okay. So because I didn't want to go through that cycle anymore, it just made it easier for me to want to eat cleaner and want to eat more greens and more balanced meals, because I knew how much better I was going to feel on a regular basis and also at the gym. My point with that is that if you're struggling with, eating healthy, if that's something that it doesn't come naturally to you, because it didn't to me, working out consistently will minimize that struggle, because again, you're gonna want to just feel your best once you start seeing the progress that you can make when you take care of your diet and you eat right. You're gonna want to keep that. Another way that working out can make you more productive is that you are going to be more prone to allowing yourself to rest. So when you work out intensely and when you start building progress, like, you want to keep going to the gym, and you are going to be tired. Like, your body's just going to need to rest, and especially because you need to rest in order to recover faster. So something that I noticed is that I started going to sleep earlier, therefore I was able to wake up earlier. I just used to be tired all the time because I was so sleep deprived always, and when I was just working out consistently, my body was sort of like begging me to rest, right? Like, it was just tired. So I was able to get into this routine of getting adequate rest. And as I mentioned earlier, building discipline through the gym is just going to leak into other areas of your life. So I started noticing that I just wanted to protect my routines. I didn't want to be out late anymore. I didn't want to stay up all night watching a Netflix series or a movie, because I wanted to wake up and go to the gym or carry on with my routines. This discipline just started leaking into other areas of my life, therefore making me more productive in other areas of my life, because suddenly I found myself waking waking up early enough that I had more time in the day. I can engage in hobbies. I can work on extra projects. I have more energy. And when you have energy, you just find ways to do something with it, right? So those are just some ways in which me working out just made me more disciplined in areas outside of my workouts, and it just made me more productive because I was able to invest this energy into other things, therefore making me more productive in those areas in my life, all as a byproduct of working out and having a plan. If you are someone that struggles with being consistent with working out, what I would recommend is that you create a workout plan. And on a broader scale, like just create themes for your day. So let's say that you have 4 categories, that you have your chest day, in which you're also going to maybe work out biceps. You have your back day, in which you're also going to work out triceps. You have your leg day, and you have your abs. And that's just an example. Of course, there's other categories of your body that you can work. Let's say that those are the ones that you want to focus on. And if you say to yourself, okay, every Monday I want to work out chest. Every Tuesday I want to work out legs. Every Wednesday I want to rest. So maybe that day you could do yoga or something that stretches you out. Every Thursday I want to do back. And every Friday I want to do abs. So you have now allocated a workout theme to every single day. So you don't have to keep thinking about what you're going to do every Monday, every Tuesday, etc. And I would also recommend that you select like the 4 workouts that you're going to work on for each specific day. And if you carry this out for every single category, you now know exactly when you're going to be working out, what body part it's going to be, and what exercises you're going to do to work out those body parts. Research what specific workouts you want to do, what you think would work best for your body type, etc. You don't have to make this complicated. You just have to create a simple enough plan that just helps you get there and that doesn't seem too intimidating. So there you have it. Those are 2 different things that if you implement into your life, you're just going to be more productive. You are going to develop principles that are going to help you in other areas of your life. By decluttering your space, working on your home, getting rid of what you don't need at home, you are making space for new things, or you are just simply developing systems that are going to allow you to reduce your stress and have more energy to do other things with your time rather than cleaning up your home consistently. By developing a workout plan, you are going to be working on yourself and you're going to see those results and you're going to be so happy with yourself. You're going to have that gratification that's going to keep you there, right? You're going to have the reward that's going to keep you there. You're going to build discipline that's going to leak into other areas of your life. And you're going to be able to develop that productivity that you want in other areas of your life because it's just going to be who you are. These 2 things are about your identity. You are shifting your identity. You are becoming a person that just takes care of themselves, takes care of their home, takes care of their body. And when you are nurturing yourself, everything else is going to follow, right? When you take care of number 1, which is you, everything else is going to follow. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really just wanted to share some things that have helped me, and I was really reflecting on how these things have helped my productivity without me even realizing. So I really wanted to go ahead and share that. Hopefully it will help you as well. If you liked this video, go ahead and like the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow me over on Instagram. Go ahead and watch some of my other videos that I linked down below while you wait for me to post a new video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.